Tonight, crowns will be stolen, stunners will fly, and McMahons will do what McMahons do best, stir the chaos. It's WWF King of the Ring 1999, and our watch-along part 1 starts right now. Hey, it's Scott Barratt, and welcome back to the Burning Truth. And as always, I'm joined by my partner in crime, the master of mischief, the Hammer. It's Matt Burns, everybody.
I like that. I like that. Silence. That's all he had then. Silence. Back by.
There we go. I can't do it. I'm not good enough. How are you, Matt? You okay? Good week?
Interesting, I will say, was at TTW this week. And I will say it was an eventful event. Lots of fun. And I will say that the ring needs a good clean from what happened at that show.
Yeah, there's a bit of blood, was there?
Oh, no, a lot of paint. A lot of paint.
A lot of paint. So we're here to sort of be a distraction from the world this week, aren't we, Matt Burns? Lots going on. Israel, plane crashes, Cape Town, Minnesota. There's loads going on in the world. We want to be here to be your relax and your break from all that. And we're going to watch King of the Ring 99.
That's awesome. But there's one thing we need to get Let's get one thing straight. I need to ask the question. Scott, how are you?
I'm good, thanks, mate. I'm very, very good. I'm illuminated. I'm lit up. I'm feeling good. I'm ready to watch, like I say, King of the Ring 99. And I'm really excited for this. We've been doing sort of this in between other episodes. We've been doing this 99 watch along this year. And I'm pumped for this one because this is one of those pay-per-views that always seems to make it onto the list of worst WWF pay-per-views ever.
Really?
Yeah, legit. And I'm really excited about it. So, in the break since we watched Over the Edge and we did our own Heart Tribute episode, things have been going on Monday Night Raw, and we'll see it in some of the hype packages. But obviously, the corporate ministry revealed their higher power to be Vince McMahon. It was a swerve, bro, on Stone Cold Steve Austin. Linda and Stephanie did not like this swerve, bro, and so they have given Stone Cold both their stocks in the business, which now means Stone Cold owns 50% of the WWF and Shane McMahon and Vince McMahon own 25% each of the WWF. So there's a power struggle in the WWF for control, and that all comes to a head in a ladder match on this show. We've also got The Undertaker defending his newly won WWF championship against The Rock. Rock really coming into his own, a babyface in 1999 now after the turn at Backlash. So loads going on. Really excited to get into it. But, Matt Burns, how does a watch-along work?
Well, here's how it works. For this instance, we say, get King of the Ring 1999 ready. On Peacock, Netflix, DVD, however you want to watch. That's your choice. Cue it up to the very start of the event. And when we count down 3, 2, 1, play, hit play at the same time as us. From there, we will guide you through every match with live reactions, insights, and some classic wrestling trivia, and even potentially some current event news and knowledge.
Absolutely, we will. So we're just going to take a quick pause. Pause our video now if you want to go and get yourself loaded up for King of the Ring. I've decided to go with Netflix. Nice and easy for me, but you do what you do for wherever you will watch your King of the Ring. And when you're ready, press play on us. And hopefully everybody's ready now. And I'm going to say we're going to count it down at 3, 2, 1, play. And we are off with that classic WWF opening. I absolutely love it, There's nothing like it. Well, there's just nothing like it.
I've just seen something that Netflix has just upset me with. It says, skip this intro. No.
No. And we're getting the hype package now, just giving us some of the background that I've been talking about. Vince is the higher power, but Stone Cold's got a tie. We don't drink coffee at 10 o'clock where I come from. Get me another beer. So very quickly, we've got Vince McMahon back as a heel now.
Oh, yeah.
And this is classic 1999 booking at the corporate ministry, the higher power. We had nowhere to go.
Yeah.
And so we panicked and we thought, well, let's just go back to Austin McMahon.
As much as I think they did what was best, what they believe was best at the time. Because tell me, as an oh wait, I believe we did do an alternative, didn't we? Or
yeah, we've done a reboot this for this. You can find it in a blog form on the website, theburningtruthuk.com. Also, it's in our archives. I may do a special on it like I did for one last week on the Nexus on the YouTube. But how I would reboot the Ministry of Darkness, absolutely. And you can see it from this, right? Because it's not long after this now that the ministry sort of loses its way. So we've had the ministry, the corporate ministry, which is together now. And now McMahon's been revealed as the higher power. The ministry have sort of got no reason to be. They were there to upset the balance and take the WWF from Vince McMahon. If Vince McMahon's the higher power, what is the point in him?
It sort of defeats the whole. They were meant to be there to be a thorn in Vince's side. So if Vince is actually part of it, what's
the point? What's the point?
Who are the thorn in the side of, really?
I had just enough time to make myself a cup of tea before we started this. Now I wish I'd made two. Classic. We got good old JR, Jerry the King Lawler on commentary for King of the Ring 99. And I'm not sure, we'll have to figure it out as we go, Matt Burns, but I'm not sure what any of the undercard is. I imagine we'll get semi-finals, maybe even quarterfinals of the King of the Ring itself.
Well, that's where I come in handy right now. I've actually got the card.
Okay, but don't give any results away.
Oh, no. We've already had, in a dark match, Meat defeating Kurt Angle, which might sound shocking.
Doesn't.
The Brood on a heat match versus the Hardys to determine the number one contenders for the WWF Tag Team Championships. Ended in a no contest.
Okay. Here we go. We've got Monday Night Heat here. Got Steve Blackman wailing on Ken Shamrock, the Lethal Weapon. And he must be new to the roster around this time, Steve Blackman.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And one thing I will say is he was somebody who a lot of people legitimately said, do not mess with.
Absolutely.
Well, with this, as you've just seen, Ken Shamrock defeating Shane McMahon.
What was that for? Because I thought Ken Shamrock was in the corporate ministry.
No, this was actually part of the actual King of the Ring tournament.
Right, got you.
I think it was a qualifying match, but then we had Prince Albert versus, with draws, defeating Val Venus, and corporate ministry Minion and Viscera defeating Big Boss Man in a handicap match.
Okay, so Boss Man's out of the ministry at this point as well.
Yeah. So I think that's why I think it was becoming less corporate and more back to just the Ministry of Darkness.
With Shane McMahon and Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
And here comes probably our MVP of 1999 watch-alongs, Matt Burns. He's becoming slowly my guilty pleasure on these.
He is.
It's hardcore Bob Holly. Do you know what? I'm going to say it right now. We've watched four pay-per-views from 1999 so far. This is number 5. I've not seen a bad Bob Holly match yet. I know. I went there. I said it. I've not seen a bad Bob Holly match.
Well, do you know who he's up against?
Is it his old favorite?
Go on.
Al Snow. Is it Al Snow again?
No.
Oh, so for the first time in 5, he's not against Al Snow.
For the first time.
Oh, it's X-Pac. Lovely. And is this a King of the Ring itself?
Yep.
Okay, that makes sense.
This is the quarterfinals match.
Yeah, X-Pac in the red, black, and white. Not quite as cool as the green version of the gear, but it's still cool. Cool entrance.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I used to like the fireworks in the ring. I liked it for Shawn Michaels too.
Yeah.
So just to recap for anybody that's joining us late or is listening along on the podcast, we're currently at 6 minutes and 24 seconds through our watch along of King of the Ring 1999. Just about to see Hardcore Holly and X-Pac lock up. Colin Albert's eye up.
I know some people aren't biggest fans of King of the Ring tournament or anything, but or the King of the Ring event, the name of it. Yeah. Me, whole different story.
I think it's okay. I think there's some really good King of the Ring moments.
Oh, yeah.
We've got the Mick Foley off the style. We got Kurt Angle and Shane McMahon going through the glass. Got some great moments of different characters winning the King of the Ring. The likes of Owen Hart, Bret Hart, Steve Austin. We would never have Austin 316 without it. So yeah, I like the event.
Well, I still find
it's very classic. I like it for Saudi Arabia, funnily enough. Feels regal, doesn't it?
Okay. You know what shocks me about the entire situation?
Go on.
You mentioned Austin. Bear in mind, it almost wasn't Austin.
Yeah. That's because of the whole curtain call debacle.
Yeah.
As X-Pac goes to Holly's ribs here, tries to whip him in reversal by Holly. X-Pac onto the second and comes off for a wicked crossbody. And while we're talking about King of the Ring, King and Queen of the Ring back on WWE TV now as we speak on the 16th of June 2025, Matt Burns.
Yeah.
Slightly different format this year, though. How do you feel about that? And do you want to explain it to us?
The whole triple threat thing.
Yeah, so the fatal four ways for some and triple threats for others, and like those multi-mans to get us to the semi-finals. I quite like that.
It does freshen it up a little bit. And it does.
Speeds it up as well. It speeds it up as well, which is one thing. I think the thing of the King of the Ring is the more wrestlers you want in it, the bigger the tournament has to be, the longer it will take to get through. Doing these sort of multi-man matches speeds it up significantly. And for how fast WWE TV moves between Saturday night's main event, premium live events, NXT takeovers, I like the idea of speeding the tournament up.
The only difference is it's not technically King of the Ring, though, is it?
King and Queen of the Ring. And the event this year called Night of Champions, which will host the finals to the tournament, I believe, in Saudi Arabia.
Which, because of the whole big change, I actually like the fact that you've actually got King and Queen of the Ring happening at Night of Champions.
Yeah, I wouldn't have minded it being called King and Queen of the Ring.
Yeah, same here.
And Holly's been disqualified for hitting X-Pac with the steel chair. Mike Chioda calls for the bell. I'm on ref watch again. If you're watching along with us, the clock in the center, that's 9 minutes, 39, 40, 41 seconds. That's how far through King of the Ring 99 we are. So thanks for joining us. If you're watching along live, make sure you get your comments in. Make sure you subscribe. Help us get to 1,000 subscribers this year. Here comes the Road Dog.
And the referee's on extra bell duty.
Down. And Holly gets out of there, hightails it. And Night Champions, Matt Burns, not only are we looking forward to the King and Queen of the Ring finals, but I think the main event has pretty much been signed. I think it's going to be one of the best main events of the year, no?
Yeah.
John Cena and the best in the world, CM Punk.
And the promos that have been happening lately for it have been absolutely
gold. Cena always says that there's nobody who can compete with him on the mic.
Punk.
And Punk is phenomenal, isn't he?
Do you make it even weirder? The irony of what happened on SmackDown this recently.
Go on.
You do know that was close to the anniversary to a certain moment. And I find it really weird that when he did the pipe bomb moment, do you know who was in the ring?
Truth and Cena.
And what happened again?
Full circle, man. Full circle. Do I have everybody's attention now? I just think, the pipe bomb, Money in the Bank. Oh, we're getting the King of the Ring bracket on the screen right now. Mr. Ass, Ken Shamrock, Big Show, Kane, Road Dogg, China, and now X-Pac defeating Hog Holly to go through to the semi-finals. So they're doing it all on the pay-per-view. That's a lot of matches.
Yeah.
Terry Taylor. It's a red rooster. How about you give me the belt? And then what, Bob? Then I'll beat everybody.
You know, I thought it was so funny then. That could have been a nickname right there. The Big Shot of Hardcore Holly.
I like that, the Big Shot. Big Shot Holly. I just called him Big Shot Holly. Here comes the Big Show. Huge, Big Show. Huge.
I am going to say this right now. I watched some of the Undertaker's podcast recently.
Who's?
The Undertaker's.
Yeah.
And I've got to say, he covers Big Show on one of the episodes. Not long after he's come across from WCW, and he's like green, and he said he's doing a tag team match with him and Show versus Kane and X-Pac. Something goes a bit wrong during the match. Big Show's messing up. And Taker's like, he's a lot bigger than me, but I've got to set the tone. Somehow, how does he set the tone? To tag him in, he absolutely full ball slaps him on the face.
Tags his face. Here comes the big red machine. So is this the other quarterfinal? Big Show versus Kane, Matt Burns?
I believe it is.
It's a big one, man. It's a big one. So at this point, we've got X-Pac and Kane tagging. We've got X-Pac and Road Dogg are still friendly. Billy Gunn's on the outs of the end of DX at this time.
Yeah. Now, prior to this, just so you know, Billy Gunn had beaten Vic. Ken Shamrock beat Jeff Jarrett. Big Show beat Droz.
We have a round of 16. Oh, my God.
Kane beat Test. Road Dogg beat The Godfather. China beat Val Venus. Hardcore Holly beat Al Snow. We could have had it on the pay-per-view.
I mean, I already think this is too many matches for the pay-per-view. You've got to think now, like the informational PLEs that we get now with 5 matches.
Yeah. And X-Pac beat Big Boss Man before. This is all before this event.
Who'd you like in this one, Matt Burns? Big Show or Kane?
Oof.
As Big Show throws Kane across the ring. Manhandles Kane.
He's not exactly, that's what I'm saying. Kane's not exactly a small dude.
7 foot, 350 pounds. God, no. He's a big dude.
And there's Big Show. Ooh.
Referee Jimmy Corderas on the call. Ref watch. If you know, you know. Stubby D, Rock versus Undertaker was the best match of the pay-per-view. Hey, we'll see when we get there, mate. Absolutely. This is part 1 tonight. It depends how late in the show it is. We might come back on, are we thinking Wednesday or Thursday, Matt Burns, for part 2?
Wednesday, possibly. I'd say
Wednesday probably good. For part 2. We'll watch the first half tonight.
I think this is where you can
Big
tell.
elbow, Big Show. Boom.
You can tell it's early days for Big Show.
Oh, yeah.
Because,
but then you say early days. He has had a 3-4 year run in WCW before this. And I know it's very different, working very different people and playing to his strengths, but...
No, you can tell it's early days with Big Show because he's got a bit more... He uses more agility.
Yeah, he's much more athletic earlier on, isn't he?
Yeah. Ooh.
I remember watching it live in 1999. Doesn't Billy Gunn win in 1999? I don't know, Stubby D. No spoilers, please. We'll see what happens when we get there. but yeah, I think you might be right. It's certainly one to forget, 99 King of the Ring. We'll talk about it more as we go through it, but I think said earlier on, it's always turns up on like worst WWF pay-per-views ever, like sort of lists. And I'm not too sure why, because on the face of it, there's a lot of good matches on here. They seem to try and cram a lot in. No, Stubby, I have seen it, but I haven't seen it since 1999. Just to reply to this one. Oh, you haven't seen it, my bad. Yeah, I have seen it. I just haven't seen it since 1999.
The odd thing about
25 years ago, by God.
The realization.
26 years ago.
I think with it, for me, in regards to we are watching this back. I'm just looking at it right now on the whole
low blow from Big Show to low blow from Kane to the Big Show, rather, as ref goes down. And here comes Bob. It's what's his name? Big Stick Bob Ollie. Is that what we call him?
Big Shot.
Big Shot Bob Ollie. Kane doesn't want to win that way.
No.
He'll low blow the Big Show, but he doesn't want Hardcore Holly's help. Choke slam to Bob from good old Kane. And now here comes Show. Big right hand to Kane. Ref still down.
Ooh.
Shoves Kane in the buckle. You are watching along with us. We're at 18 minutes, 50, 51, 52 seconds. We're currently watching on Netflix, but wherever you've got it, DVD, Peacock, whatever you fancy, just watch along with it.
Here we go.
Pause us and catch up for alternate commentary. And now Kane's got the Big Show. Got him by the throat. Big Show's fading. He's fading. Big Show looks like he's going down here. Oh, he's losing his footing.
I think what was
down to a knee. Big Show's down to a knee.
I think what's good here, this is a bit of good storytelling here.
Oh, absolutely.
I think.
Big Show's fading here. Kane's got him in this naked choke.
But the Big Show's getting the crowd's going. But at old school here.
They're going absolutely mild. I don't know why people consider it one of the worst. I'd say No Mercy was worst. And the question I'd ask you there, Stubby D, is which No Mercy? Because there's two in 99. There was the UK specific one, and there was the official No Mercy later in the year. What was the main event of No Mercy 99? Was that the Triple H, Undertaker, Stone Cold Triple Threat?
Of the proper No Mercy.
Yeah.
Give me 2 seconds.
Kane's had his hand around Big Show's neck for a long time now.
He's gasping for air.
Oh, when he's got that huge right hand of his own.
Oh, the main event, it was Triple H versus Stone Cold in Anything Goes.
Oh, okay. Big Show knocked Kane off, but then Kane with the steel chair absolutely pummels the Big Show.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Goes for a cover just as Jimmy KOTR starts to get up. 1, 2, that's got to be all. 3. Kane gets the victory over Big Show. The Big Show's through to the semi-finals just like that. Like I say, I think too many matches on this PLE, on this pay-per-view.
But then again, if you think about it, there were many during the 1999 for most of the big events.
I know, but I mean the 7 King of the Ring matches, let alone the WWE title, Vince and Shane versus Austin.
Do you know how many there is when we take out dark matches and heat matches in total?
10 matches. Wow, it's a lot of matches. Stubby, best was probably Royal Rumble 99 or the 6-pack challenge at Unforgiven, in my opinion. Royal Rumble 99 was good. I maintain Mania 15 was much better than people give it credit for. We talked about this at length. Certainly the main event, Austin Rock at WrestleMania 15 in 99, is the best of the 3 Austin Rock matches. And if you want to hear my rant about that, you can go back in the archives and watch our WrestleMania 15 watch along.
He was right. He was right.
As Vince is interviewed by a very young Michael Cole, talking about Shane McMahon's injury from earlier in the night.
Yeah.
And here comes Mr. Ass. Current reigning, defending tag team champion. Who's his partner at this point? Is it Road Dogg again? Because I know he's sort of on the outs of DX at this time. I think it is. I'm going to say it's Road Dogg again.
Here's your answers. It's weird, that is.
Or was he just the champion on his own? Stubby, oh yeah, Mania 15 was amazing. You're right, Stubby, it was. It's totally underrated. Also, I prefer 19 to 17. Listen, I'll give it you quickly here now. So, 15 is way overbooked for a match, but the finish is absolutely perfect with all the run-ins. Mick Foley coming back from the hospital to count the 3, Vince getting involved and getting taken out by Mick Foley. The whole thing's absolutely perfect. WrestleMania 17, the turn is awful and ruins it. WrestleMania 19, neither of them have a good match, although the finish is okay. Austin's headers and turnings after being in the hospital the night before. So out of the 3, because of the match quality of 19 not being as good and the finish at 17 being awful, I think 15 is definitely the best. Shamrock's lost it.
Okay.
He's going to come out and wrestle Billy Gunn. Mr. Ass, he's going to get it.
Ah, right. You asked a question earlier.
Who was Billy Gunn's tag partner?
Neither.
He just won the one off X-Pac.
No.
He just took the one off X-Pac.
No. They weren't even the tag team champions. The Acolytes were.
Oh, but Billy Gunn just took one of the belts.
He just stole Bradshaw's.
Wow.
Where
1999, man.
Yep. Where essentially Bradshaw calls out Billy Gunn and just says, "That's my belt," and clobbers him for it.
Billy Gunn versus Ken Shamrock now, quarter-final match. Teddy Long on the call. Go on, Teddy.
Unfortunately, it's not a tag team match, player.
And there's no Undertaker or Randy Orton.
Oh, there is a Taker later, but no Orton yet. Oh, there is, but
big kick from Ken Shamrock. Whipped off the ropes. Shamrock goes for that crossbody. Oh, Billy Gunn catches him and backbreaker onto his knee. Beautiful.
I'd go as far as a rib breaker potentially.
Yeah,
especially with the added internal bleeding.
Oh.
That was the thing with Ken Shamrock that he was so good at. Locking in that ankle lock.
Oh, yeah, 1,000%.
He can snap in anywhere and probably snap your leg at the same time.
Yeah, world's most dangerous man, but actually they didn't position him as a top guy, so I don't know how much of that I believe. I certainly never believed it as a kid watching it. Like, yeah, he's odd. But I mean, he's not the oddest guy on the roster.
Wow. He's not. You couldn't say with Shamrock he was causing any issues or.
Just saying, if you built it up properly, you could have had the world's most dangerous man in a program against the toughest SOB in the WWF, and you could have had a real legitimate program there if you legitimize Ken Shamrock and what he's doing. But he was a bit of a sideshow act by this point. Stewie D, 15 was amazing. The entire build-up from Royal Rumble to WrestleMania was best viewed ever. I think the finish of 17 was ridiculous. The Rock kicked out way too many chair shots and stunners, etc. Yeah, but even that I didn't mind too much. It was the turn. The turn left a really sour taste in my mouth. Just aligning with Vince McMahon was just totally the wrong move. But yeah, I agree totally. 15 was fabulous, and it doesn't get enough praise. Again, go back, check it out in our archives. We watched along that, and it was eye-opening for Matt Burns, my favorite pay-per-view of all time, of all the times. As Ken Shamrock's down in the ring, and Billy Gunn goes up to the top rope as we approach 29 minutes and 4, 5, 6 seconds, and Billy Gunn misses that splash.
Wow. Shall we talk about some current events?
Yeah.
Some current news? Right. Shall we cover AEW?
Do we have to?
Yeah, because you might like it soon as someone's in deep trouble.
Go on then, Matt Burns. Talk to me about AEW.
AEW and John Moxley are being sued for basically having a civil assault and battery by a production crew member. They're being sued.
It's a very suey culture, isn't it, America? They sue everybody for anything.
It's a civil lawsuit reporting that it's on it saying basically he's not been looked after alongside civil assault and battery over a ringside incident involving Moxley and a production crew member. The plaintiff, Christopher Dispenser, claims he suffered severe neck and shoulder injuries as a result of being shoved to the ground unexpectedly by Moxley.
After a couple more shots to the stomach there, Billy Gunn picked up the win. Ken Shamrock now selling in the ring. He's bleeding from the mouth again, just showing off like sort of internal injuries. But Shamrock's out. Billy Gunn progresses to the semi-finals. So that's Billy Gunn, that's Kane, and that's X-Pac.
A very DX King of the Ring.
It is very DX heavy because even Kane at this point is tagging with X-Pac.
Back to the news.
The next one's China and Road Dogg. Oh my God.
This allegedly took place on an episode of AW Dynamite in 2023. The plaintiff alleges he was forced to undergo cervical fusion surgery, shoulder surgery, and treatment for other unspecified injuries as a result. So as you can imagine, it's weird. This is
very.
It says that he worked with AEW since December 5th. He was demoted from the role of carpenter by his employee broadcast service group without an explanation. They're wondering if it's to do with the whole. It was during May 10th, 2023. I think it was the Kenny Omega versus Moxley match, steel cage, when he grabbed
Anyway, there's litigation involved like this, so just hope the truth comes out and everybody gets what they deserve.
Basically, what's happened is Moxley grabbed the screwdriver to use on Omega. He jumped up. He got shoved to the ground, and it was basically an unplanned fall as a result of being shoved, from what it's being said. So it's a bit of a weird one. Absolutely. But all I'm just gonna say is we're gonna leave it there. Let the courts decide it. And what
it'll never go to court, though. It'll get settled outside of court. Most stuff does. Road Dogg in the ring. We're about to get the big intro ins to the dog house.
I was just about to say, let them deal with it.
And now you'll know if we're synced up correctly, Matt Burns. You ready? Oh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages.
Right, only bring.
Suck it. Love it. Absolutely love the DX, the Road Dogg intro. And here comes China. Attempting to become Queen of the Ring long before there was such a thing. Accompanied by Triple H as well. Both members of the corporate ministry currently.
Huh. Interesting.
What?
Interesting facts for after this match.
China earlier in the night got a low blow on the Road Dogg.
Right. Are we ready for the next piece of information? Well, actually, we'll go back to the actual pay-per-view, which is King of the Ring 1999. Which, from the looks of things, as we can see right now, we've got China and Road Dogg battling it out. Road Dogg's been professional, showing there. I think, but and as we just heard from good old JR, this is the final quarterfinal. Got some chain wrestling going on. Ooh, back elbow clean. Anyway, here we go. Here we go.
Sorry, Matt Burns. I'm back. I'm just getting a bit comfier in my chair.
Ah. No worries, no worries. I was just about to cover some current news again.
Yeah, go for it, yeah.
The question is, do you want news on Cody Rhodes?
Give me some news, Matt Burns. Just give me some news.
Well, Cody Rhodes is, there might have been a reason why he's been away.
Adrenaline in my soul. Oh my God, it's Cody Rhodes.
Starring in The Naked Gun.
Is he going to be in The Naked Gun?
He's in The Naked Gun.
Oh, we've got Nick Teodoro on the line, Matt Burns, currently in the chat. I wonder if Road Dogg could have managed any WWE talent post his career. Feel like a big miss. I totally agree, you know. I could not agree more. Road Dogg would have been brilliant with somebody that struggled to speak in the WWE. Somebody of the ilk of maybe a Matt Riddle. Trying to think, Shinsuke Nakamura. So Brian James definitely could have done a job as a manager. You know, and I think it would have been seen maybe not to the heights of a Bobby Heenan or a Paul Heyman, but certainly could have been seen as a quality manager. You know, of the same ilk as Cherry or Slick or.
He had a way with words. He always had a way.
Billy Gunn. Brian James, Road Dogg, fabulous promo. Thanks for your comment, Nick. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, like the video, share it with wherever you listen to your wrestling. We're going to do part 1 tonight. We're going to take a break about halfway through this watch long. Come back on Wednesday, 8 p.m. and watch the second half. And Nick reckons China going into the Hall of Fame this next time for sure. I'll believe it when I see it, Nick. Is where I land on that. I'll believe it when I see it.
Unless that's breaking news that we don't know about.
It's a bit early for Hall of Fame news. Yeah, like I say, I believe it when I see it.
The thing is, we could say it is, but many could argue that she's already in it as part of Degeneration X.
Yeah, she didn't go in though, did she?
But she should have she should be in there by herself as well.
Do you think her career was that good?
She was the nice wonder of the world.
I feel like we let any bugger in the Hall of Fame right now. Like Michelle McCool going in the Hall of Fame. Ridiculous. Nikki Bella, Hall of Fame. Ridiculous. Is Layla in? Kelly, Tori Wilson. Any of them in? They shouldn't be.
Tori's in.
You know, I can name. I think I can name 4 WWE women who should be Hall of Famers. Maybe 5.
Go on.
These are my 5: Mae Young, Moolah, Sherry.
I highly doubt Moolah will be in.
Lita, Trish. They're the 6 that right now I would class as Hall of Fame WWE women.
Isn't Moolah already in?
Yeah, I'm just telling you what my 6 are.
Okay.
So for me, anybody else that's in there right now, Alundra Blaze, Ivory, Molly Holly, they shouldn't be in there. Victoria, they shouldn't be in there.
Hang on. No. I disagree with you on Ivory on that one.
No, honestly, I don't think. Did they have good careers? Yes. Was it a Hall of Fame career? No. I also think we let way too many men in as well.
A lot of
like
them.
Everybody was happy that Lex Luger went in the Hall of Fame this year, and very good for him. He's had a great second act of his life. He's an inspiration for everyone. But
yeah,
did I think his career was good enough for him to have gone into the WWE Hall of Fame? No, I don't.
You did see them chops, didn't you?
Yeah. I just think the more people we let in the Hall of Fame, the less it means.
I get where you're coming from. I do get where you're coming from.
If everyone's in the Hall of Fame, Matt Burns, nobody's in the Hall of Fame. If everyone's a champion, no one's a champion. That's why nobody's a champion in AEW. Not even Mercedes Moné 9 belts.
Is it 9 belts?
I don't know how many she's got. Go on, dog. Do it. Trying to catch you in a DDT. Question for anybody else in the chat. Who would you have had Road Dogg managing in WWE these days? So the active roster right now, who would you put Road Dogg with as a manager? Ooh. I think I'd put Road Dogg with.
Go on.
Right now, I'd put him with somebody like Ray Phoenix.
I wouldn't. I've got somebody. You'll probably laugh.
Go on.
Have Road Dogg as a translator. For Mr. Iguana.
I think that's too much gimmick.
He's got an iguana.
Yeah. I don't get that yet. I'm hoping I get it.
I'm joking, of course. Because I just like how other certain news outlets keep saying, he's got an iguana.
Yeah. China's got Road Dogg in a sleeper.
That's in deep.
It's in deep. Slims McKenzie's in the chat. I don't know much about Road Dogg. I grew up during Ruthless Aggression. Slims, you'd have probably seen him if you'd have watched any TNA during that time.
Yeah.
It's BB James over as part of the 3 Live crew.
Yeah, or as the Voodoo Kin Mafia.
The Voodoo Kin Mafia, yeah. I don't know much about Road Dogg. And then also my Attitude Era. Well, I mean, you may as well. It's all on the Peacock or the WWE Network or you're watching on Netflix currently. And we're enjoying ourselves. We're trying to, every month, we're trying to watch sort of the next pay-per-view. So we're 26 years, pretty much exactly from when this pay-per-view would have been on, King of the Ring 1999, the June pay-per-view of 99. And we're sort of following the story. The problem with WWF during this time is the story changes every week, and we're not watching every episode of Raw, so we're just trying to keep up to date based on what we know and sort of the video packages, etc. But I mean,
yeah,
if it's there and you've got the time to watch it, it's really entertaining stuff. It's completely different television to what we watch right now. Things happen so fast in '99. Properly trash TV.
Yeah, it was changing regularly, with each ebb and flow, because at the same time they also had some serious competition.
Road Dogg got China in a sleeper now as we get to 45 minutes and 7, 8, 9, 10 seconds if you're watching along with us. we're providing ultimate commentary on King of the Ring 99. Oh, China got a foot on the ropes there, Matt Burns. I don't know if you saw that.
Don't you mean a bit of an assist?
I didn't see an assist. I just saw China get a foot on the ropes.
Oh, here comes a roll up. The move that you wanted banned.
I do want that banned.
And it didn't get the result. So you slave.
Oh, Triple H catches Road Dogg there. Big right hand, puts Road Dogg down. And now we've got China down, we've got the Road Dogg down, and we've got the referee down. China now asleep on top of the Road Dogg. Giving him a lovely
There we go.
1, 2.
Hey!
2 counts and kicked out by the Road Dogg. I remember the finish to this now, Matt Burns. It's a very clever finish. Road Dogg does it really well. And here comes Shawn Michaels, the commissioner. The best buds. Triple H in China. And here he is, Road Dogg in some shake, rattle, and roll.
Boom! That's a good sequence right there. You've got to admit that.
Again, the ring, and here's Shawn. From Triple H, get gone.
Get out of here. He's being told, well, as the modern day would say, get out of here. But Luke, China getting back up. Road Dogg distracted. Oh!
There's the low blow. But what's happened there? Road Dogg had that scouted. And here comes the pump handle for 3. 1, 2. Road Dogg advances to the semi-finals.
Are you ready for the interesting fact?
Yeah.
This was the longest quarterfinal match.
I'm not surprised it took ages. I did like the finish, though, with the loaded cup. Absolutely.
Yeah. Not only was it long, but compared to all the other quarterfinal matches, you could possibly have an argument of you could have compared all the other 3 matches.
Added them together. So semi-finals now. We've got Mr. Ass versus Kane and the Road Dogg versus X-Pac. The winners to face in the finals of the King of the Ring 1999. Oh, we got the Rock backstage having an interview with Michael Cole now.
McMahons.
Is love it. I had a pair of those glasses. I paid a lot of money for them. Great promo there from The Rock. And now the next match, Matt Burns, is
the following contest is a tag team match to determine the number one.
You told me on Sunday Night Heat, the Brood and the Hardys drew.
Basically, it's to determine the number one contenders for the WWF Tag Team Championship. So it's the Brood versus the Hardys. Or should we just really say what it really is? Edge and Christian versus the Hardy Boys.
Yeah, gosh, clean the house there, won't we? Here comes the big spit. Oh, we're not doing it.
Oh, interesting fact for you.
Go on.
Gangrel.
Oh, it's Michael PSAs. Gangrel.
He always asks one question.
Oh, no, sorry, it's Michael Hayes again.
That's Michael Hayes. Yeah, he asked me one question once when I was at a show with him. And he looked mean as everything, as blood's dripping out of his mouth. He literally asked me if I was a fan of My Little Pony. Take that seriously.
Slims is back again. I love that one. Brood promo where Gangrel and Edge butcher it and Christian refuses to speak.
Oh, you mean I know exactly which one he's on about.
Yeah,
he's on about where they thought, let's give this Mark, let him speak. And there goes the plane going down on their careers.
Yeah. Also got Karen up Manuel. Cena said Cena said he's the Mount Rushmore of wrestling. Hard to disagree with him right now. He's certainly in the conversation.
Especially as he's the unseen 17. I don't think he's all of them.
Oh no, he's definitely got holes in. I think Jeff Hardy and Michael Hayes had the same shirt on purpose. Would you reckon Jeff Hardy bought that shirt and Michael Hayes went, no, I got one of those.
I got one of those, and it's just now thinking, Jeff's like, one is going to have to change. No, that's not happening. Too late now.
Who's on your Mount Rushmore of professional wrestling, Matt Burns?
Taker's got to be on there. Undertaker, definitely.
Yeah.
It's hard to say because there's so many people you can put on there. Because you've got your Hogans, you've got your Flairs, you've got your Takers, you've got your Rocks, you've got your Austins.
It's tough. If we take great promoters and we just say in ring work, or not in ring work, but performance, I would probably say Cena, Hogan, Austin, Taker. Flair wouldn't make it.
Oh, deep cut. That's a deep cut right there.
Bret Hart wouldn't make it. Flair wouldn't make it. Yeah. Even my favourite, Jeff Jarrett, wouldn't make it.
Ain't he great, though?
Taking them. Do you know what? I lost my train of thought then, but only because I just realised that Christian's wrestling in that shirt. Like, how uncomfortable that must have been. Like, that's not just like a normal t-shirt or whatever. That's like a full-on buttoned-up shirt. Michael Hayes in the ring. No. They should have had him pretend to be Jeff Hardy at times.
What was that about?
Oh, wow. Unbelievable. Whoa, Christian.
That even then, you can see that Christian's got some of it.
Oh, Gangrel got the wrong man. Twist of Fate. And wins with the Twist of Fate. No swanton, no moonsault, no nothing.
I'm about to say that. Did JR say he missed or missed?
Exactly. Got another message from Karan. I'd say personally, Austin, Hogan, Rock, and Undertaker.
So you wouldn't go with
one of those who carried the company after 2000. I mean, Cena was the company for many years, for certainly longer than Austin, Hogan, or Rock did it, which is why he makes my list. Probably Cena. Certainly makes it over Rock, who never really held the company for any length of time.
So I'm looking at the that epic spear.
Yeah, he just passed the wrong guy. The missed. Missed.
The miss. Look at this. Boom!
It was good. It was after that final move that we got the win. See, he doesn't feel his ministry now, does he? He's got no cape on. He's got no darkness. Michael Cole's talking to him, and he's just talking straight. It's lost the allure like a week, 2 weeks after the Ministry of Darkness.
Did you just hear the promo? Did you hear the promo then? No. How to get rid of the mystique from Undertaker? Just have Taker let you just say, "What do you get when you rip off the balls of a bull?"
Right, here comes Mr. McMahon. It's time for that triple. Is it triple threat? 2-on-1? Either way, it's the ladder match for control of the WWF. And I think this is probably going to be our last match for tonight, Matt Burns, before we come back for part 2 on Wednesday, 8 p.m.
I don't think it's now.
Well, Vince in the ring.
It's not right now. I think this is just a promo.
I mean, they are going short, only doing 2 hours and what did I say it was, 2.5 hours pay-per-view. You know, they're closer to 3 hours normally, so they must have been, killing for time. Equally, they've got so many matches on the roster that they could have given more an extra 5 minutes. Shane can't compete, Matt Burns. Will not take place. Boo. Shawn Michaels, he's not happy with this. Just like he wasn't happy at WrestleMania with Vince. Shawn, man. It's interesting, the whole Shawn Michaels thing. Yeah, so he hit his back and he got paid for the next 4 years, even though he wasn't wrestling.
Yeah.
That was Brett. Do you think Brett would have been paid? I mean, he told Brett, sort off to WCW, see if he can get a better deal. Suitable replacement. You haven't noticed that, though. Karen says Michael's acting skills were goated. I mean, Vince's were too, let's be fair. Who was the best commissioner? Mick Foley was good.
Foley was
William
good.
Regal was good.
Regal was good.
Sergeant Slaughter was rubbish.
Who?
Sarge.
You had to, yeah, you need to get the wipers for that.
Exactly.
Shawn was good. Commissioners.
Right, Matt Burns, I move that we pause here and continue our part 2 on Wednesday night and watch the remaining hour and 25 minutes of this pay-per-view.
Yeah, if you want to do that, yeah, I'm happy with that.
If you're watching along live with us, we'll be back on Wednesday, 8 p.m. UK time, to watch the rest of this pay-per-view from 1999, the fabulous King of the Ring. Looks like Billy Gunn Kane is going to be the next match. I'll pause here at 1 hour, 2 minutes and 35 seconds. Remember that for when we come back on Wednesday.
Hang on, let me just add that into the notes right now. That, as you said it, that was 1 hour,
2 minutes, 35 seconds.
35 seconds.
The remaining hour and 25 minutes on Wednesday night.
That's all duly noted.
We've had a really good time watching it, but things are getting late and we've both got meetings in the morning, so we've both got to get off. We'll finish this on Wednesday. Remember, we're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers on the YouTube, so please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, share with your friends, comment, do all the good stuff. I tell you what, while you're waiting for us to come back with part 2, comment below what is your wrestling Mount Rushmore and who was the best WWF commissioner? They're the questions, or general manager. They're the questions we want answering.
Actually, I've got one more question. One more. Who was your favorite King of the Ring winner?
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Who's your favorite King of the Ring winner? And why was it Kurt Angle? I will see you all on Wednesday. I think that's it from me, Matt Burns. Anything else from you?
Yeah, pretty much, because I'll be joining you on Wednesday. But until next time, stay fired up, stay passionate, and remember DFTBA, which, in case if you didn't know what it means, it of course means don't forget to be awesome.
Excelsior!